No, 7 and 1 max numbers. Right, so I want definitely an artillery piece going here. We needed 16 infantry in West Russia. I currently have the 16 with a few to spare, so I would really like to go one more here. Actually, it's so wasteful. Oh, it's so wasteful though. I think I might go one more here. How's it look on the calculator? Strong, favourable. Ukraine not quite as comfortable. Let's play it a bit more risky. I'm going to risk that. We can't actually go for much else. Although I could attack, I suppose. I could attack Novo. If I was to take this with the Russians, that would leave the UK to maybe blitz a tank through here with 5, like 1 tank and 5 planes could clear this and reinforce here. That could work. So we have 2 spare infantry. Let's try it. Okay, so let's do this. Maybe go 3 here. Yeah, that's boy. I think if this one fails, I have to calculate CAS again actually. Currently got 9. Okay, I got 12. 14 with these reinforcements currently. And it's just about okay. It's nice having these 4 fighters down here, which I'm kind of worried about actually. I don't know why they're here really. I guess you could be thinking about Eastern Australia because there is plenty of defences right now, but on the other hand you could be thinking about season 34, which is also possible. And I think I'd have to try and take the fight there. I've got 9 UK planes in range of that, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a possibility, isn't it? It's 8 versus 9, but it's a stronger 8 than 9. That's scary actually. He might go for 34 this round. That could be the reason. We'll have to watch out for that, but let's send it. Archangel will definitely first guy needs to know what's gonna happen this round. Just take it. Thank you. Good. I think sometimes you just gotta trust the dice. You can't just go too crazy and just commit everything. Not good. Good, that's better. Nice. Okay, Ukraine falls. So this is kind of a bonus, but I would like to take it. Hang on. No, it's not. I want to push on. Because they've got nothing to trade that back with. They've got 1. Assuming this dies, he's got 1 infantry to trade this back. So that's just captured now. It's worth leaving it there. Okay, let's block you. Right, so put you here then. So that's 5, 10, 12, potentially back up to 14 if we wanted to. We're on 16 here, which we need to be. Okay. And that's for the UK to deal with. Alright, fair enough. I actually want to be favouring, maybe not, actually, no, I don't need to be doing that now. I did before, because I was about to trade this off. I should have probably put more here, to be fair, to make myself more options, but actually this is fine, because they have to run out of reinforcements up here now, so. Okay, 4 and 4 looks good. Okay, welcome back to round 6 UK against Diano. So yeah, logging in here, very interesting board from my perspective. Yeah, there's a lot to discuss about this German move here. I've been looking at the board like before I started recording for about 15-20 minutes, just like going over the calculations of various options I've got. There's a lot to process here, so we'll just go through it. What's actually happened? So 8 infantry, 1 bomber for Germany combat. Ukraine Archangel. Lost 1 in Archangel, but yeah, he started to look. He split his stack kind of. It's like he's put a half stack into Archangel and a half stack into Ukraine. Obviously, this means we're forced out of West Russia, which is fine. But the problem, I think, for Germany here, we've got these two territories dead zoned very comfortably. And there's no real Japanese reinforcements to assist with, holding these. He's got one fighter here, which I can, well, some units here, a bomber, and one fighter in Evenki. But I'm going to try and kill this on this turn here with the UK. So yeah, both these are dead zoned. I was just thinking about the best way to approach it, really. I'm probably thinking I'm going to pull out of India this round, because then the UK can dead zone the Caucasus, and then have Russia just mop this up. We can go all in with everything Russia's got just to kill this as quickly, as efficiently as possible. And also in doing this, he's put his 6 planes into Baltic states, which has left Berlin with about, what's the odds? I've got like 6 calculators up. He's left it with about 26 to survive. So I've got, about 71% to win the fight, 56 to conquer. So yeah, it's I can't not try that. I think in normal circumstances, those kind of like, for a big fight, that's probably not comfortable going for the attack because I don't need to. But when you're attacking a capital, that changes the odds that you're willing to take quite substantially. Because if it works, then you've probably, likely won the game. Particularly if it's Berlin, because capturing Berlin for one round at this stage is just crippling. It's just absolutely crippling. Plus, combined with the fact he's going to likely lose this stack over here as well. Germany's just going to be so damaged. So yeah, we're going to go for Berlin this round, which is something I wasn't thinking I would be able to, but we're going to try it. I guess the nice thing as well, it doesn't really cost me too much if it goes badly. It's awkward if it goes badly, because I will lose 2 British fighters. I intend to go hard on this. That's going to be frustrating, but we will still kill some German troops, but we just might not get the capture. There are alternatives here. We could go for all kinds of things. We could try and stack France this round. We could take Baltic State. This is a more conservative one. We could try and just take Karelia, get into the Baltic Sea, cap Northwestern and Baltic, just to kind of remove some reinforcements from Germany on the front line, and take Karelia away from them as well. We could also go for the stacking Baltic, because obviously all my planes are in range of this territory. He's got the majority of the Luftwaffe's in the Baltic states. And we have transports in range. This is not quite this is actually a harder take, I should expect, than France, than Berlin, sorry. So it's an option, because I'd have more planes going for it, but it's just a bit dangerous. It's just all kinds of things I can do here. It's just really, it's a very, very strange board. So we'll try for Berlin. If we get lucky, we get lucky. That'd be fantastic. If not, it's not going to be too bad. We can still defend our fleet. I can also, because his planes are in Baltic, they can't. They go 1, 2, 3. They can't reach Season 3 without mine carriers. So I can bring in these 6 transports still freely, and I can drop a fleet into Season 3 to defend against these 2 bombers. So that should be fine. So I can still move freely. It won't affect my shipping really. It's going to obviously, I'll be pulling transports away for these 2 for the US for a round, but I think it's worth trying for Berlin. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be going for. The buy, because I'm abandoning India. I wasn't expecting to this round. I wasn't, obviously this is the split move is very unusual, so there's no way I really could have predicted this happening. So we are going to likely lose two US fighters, but that's fine. We're going to have quite a lot of guys nearby in Persia to recapture. He's going to have to commit with a lot of things here. I'm probably still going to hit Burma on the way out. I've not got many uses for these 4 planes yet. So I think I might as well just take a swipe at Burma on the way out, on the retreat. And it means I'm going to have like 7, I think just 7 troops on the counter-attack. But that should be enough, I think, probably to capture it again. He can bring, 6, 8, 10 at best. And that throws off his logistics completely because he's going to leaving these guys here. He can't ship in for a while. It also means Kazakhs stay for a while as well. So I think probably 10 guys defending India at most. That's also, I'm going to leave a garrison of something half decent. There's going to be 2 planes there, but to try and bolster the numbers slightly, I will still buy 3 infantry to try and make them go hard here. So if all goes well here, they might be sitting on like 8 infantry or like 8 ground at best. So I'll have like 7 guys with a crap ton of planes to try and recapture that. And then they're kind of stuck for what to do. They can still, you know, try and counter attack with probably what he's going to put in East Indies, but it's only going to be 4 guys. So yeah, I think it's the right choice though. I'm more than willing to abandon India if it means I can gain or prevent a forward stack for the Germans in the Caucasus. And it's only going to be a temporary thing anyway, I think, because once this stack dies, what I'm hoping is going to be still a very substantial Russian army is going to be coming back towards Moscow. It's only going to be out of position for 1 round in Archangel. So once it's dealt with that, it can come back to Moscow, and then it should be pushing the Germans out of the Caucasus, hopefully. But yeah, very interesting round. There's a lot to a lot to go through. So let's just crack on anyway. We'll play like this. So 6 infantry, 3 artillery for my buy. Again, I would love a fighter. I could squeeze one out if I wanted to, but I think it's more important to leave some kind of like semi decent garrison in Archangel, India, to make him go hard. I want him to commit a lot of troops to go for this, just to throw off his logistics. So one thing I suppose it does mean is we will lose the sub because the transports have got a combat move to do. So they could. This is very minor. I don't really care about that sub at all. But what it may do, I suppose, if he goes for the sub with the destroyer, he only attacks with like a couple of transports. He may screw up. He might not attack all the transports. We'll see. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's get going. Too much talking. So we're obviously taking the 2 tanks from here. Everything goes. We've got some bombardments. One go there. So many options. I kind of wanted to clear the guys out of Vologda if I could. Bit awkward, but we'll try it. It's by no means guaranteed to clear that out. We might even lose a plane, but I think we should be fine. Let's do this. A quick dig at Burma. It's quite important we kill that fighter because obviously it can reinforce Berlin. And currently the only thing that can reinforce if we kill this is the 1 bomber, so that's not going to be... I've calculated for that as well, that's in the calculation, so it's actually probably a better thing if it goes to defend here, because if we do win it's going to be an added profit for us, killing an extra bomber, but we shall see. I would love to take Karelia here, I really wanted to take Karelia, it's so open, but I think the choice is better. Go for Berlin. Right, let's send up. Big hits, guys, come on, big hits. Crap start. That's awful. Truly awful. Okay, we're not bad hits back. So we've got... What do we get there? We've got 2 hits. Do I press on, is the question. It's currently 3-1. It's currently 6-1-1. Okay. We kind of have to press on. This is getting a bit dangerous though. If we get 1 more hit, it's about 50%. 2 more hits. Oh god, this is getting dangerous. Not the rolls I was hoping for. The 2 bombardment misses were really painful. That would have been super useful, but if we get 1 more hit, it's about 50-50 for the US to take it. Or to win the fight at least. Let's try. Come on. No. Oh god, dude. It's so disappointing. That's the risk though, I suppose. That's the risk you take going for capitals. That's so disappointing. Right, now I kind of hope we get some good rolls elsewhere, because that was painful. Okay, plane dies. Good. Okay, not great. Not great, to say the least. I may have actually just fucked up as well. I may have fucked up. I'm just thinking about the defense of the Baltic fleet. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 guys. That should be fine. That should be fine. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's send it. Should have calced for the extra infantry being left over as well, but that's fine. One less to buy next round. Okay, not the round we were hoping for the UK there, but we did kill a Japanese plane. And unfortunately, we lost 2 of our own here, which is kind of crappy. We are out of India as well, but I think it's only going to be temporary. I'm hoping we can probably push this back. So we'll see. Very curious what the Japanese do here. I've not calculated Persia, but I don't think there's a need to, because it's just you can't reach with much. They can reach with 4 ground and 4 planes. We have more than that, so that should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, US 6 versus Diano. Yeah, a bit of a peculiar Japanese round here. 2 artillery, 6 infantry. The 3 submarines I'm not quite sure the reason for. Yeah, very, very odd. I'm not sure if he's planning to send them. I'm assuming he's planning to come to the Atlantic at some point. That's the only reason I can think he's buying them right now. So I think he bought more fleet before. Yeah, he's actually bought, wow, 4 subs on the shore. Crazy. So there must be a plan down the line to come through the Suez, maybe. You know, start helping out with the attacking the fleets in the Atlantic, or I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for now, I like it because obviously that's a lot of resources that are being diverted into fleet and not ground troops. So for me, that's good. Combats took this round. Sorry, looking back. There we go. Right, 61 destroyed destroyed my US sub in 61, which is fantastic because obviously it meant you can see now there's double the units there. So he lost a round of shipping into the mainland, which is for me fantastic. Took India. What he destroyed and lost 3 units for that. Okay, so he went light. So we will be able to trade that back obviously this round, which is good. It just slows things down a bit. He's also left this. He's pulled some troops back from Sichuan and left this really vulnerable. Now we have really good odds to take this. I think probably the better choice, given the fact he can counterattack, is to probably just strafe this with all the planes and everything in Kazakh for the UK. Try and kill 10 if we can. That'd be fantastic. Pull back so we don't lose the majority of our troops. So that's I've labelled that as a strafe for the UK 7 round. So that should be really nice because if that goes well, then Japan's lost so much momentum in the last 2 rounds, like not shipping in 3 more guys. Yeah, having this stalled out as well is good, and then obviously we're about to mop up a few territories around Russia as well. Plus strafe this, it's going to be, yeah, Japan's going to be like out of the game for a while, which is awesome. So I can focus obviously all my firepower on Germany. And we're about to hopefully get a really nice win against Germany with this Archangel move. So, yeah, interesting things. So, the purchase I've been going back and forth about the purchase here, quite frankly. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I'm going to have to support the fleet in Season 5, and I think I'm just going to bring everything to it. But it does mean technically my 6 transports in Season 3 are vulnerable. There's nothing in range of them without buying a carrier, and I don't know if Diallo knows about that, because I think probably if it was me, I think I might do that with it if it was 6 transports worth. I'm not going to work out the math, but I think it's probably it is worth it. Yeah, it is worth it. Very easily worth it. So to try and maybe offset that and just protect them, I think I'm going to just capture Karelia. It's not good play, I don't think, particularly, because it pulls my 2. I'm going to pull the 2 transports into Season 5 and hit Karelia. It's not a good play, I don't think. It's far better to just send them back, but defend adequately here. Maybe just buy a carrier or something, I'm not sure. But screw it, I'm doing it because I want to kill the reinforcements here. So if we can kill Karelia, kill Archangel, I think we'll be in a good spot. Do you have to think about... I guess the one thing I'm going to have to think about here is obviously... Germany getting into the Caucasus. my entire Russian army will be in out position. Well, there'll be some forces nearby. There'll be a few nearby. There'll be whatever's here plus what I build as Russia this round. And so there'll be probably a 1-2 punch. Well, there will be a 1-2 punch available for the UK and Russia to hit Caucasus. There is the problem, I suppose. Germany goes first. Yeah, so Japan can reinforce with 4 planes into Caucasus before I can hit with the Russians. So that might be something to consider if it is going to be a 1-2 punch. But overall, I don't think I'm too concerned still. We may be conceding Caucasus here. I think I'd rather just take the stack though. I think this is too big a prize to not take, and concede territory just for the time being until we can get the Americans involved. Once the Russians come back, if we get a really nice win in Archangel, if the Russians come back, we can hopefully force them out even with the Japanese and German planes. I don't know. It might not be possible, but we'll see. Yeah, I've gone for 12 ground. It's 2 for Norway. It's 8 for these transports leaving, because we actually have a surplus of 4 now because of these 2 transports not coming back. So we only need 8 for Eastern. So I've got 12, and I'm going to add a transport as well. So we're trying to make it work. It works out well enough, I suppose. And we'll fill these guys up later on. Yeah, a lot up in the air right now. I think I don't want to move back, as I said, but I think I'd rather. Yeah, I think it's too big a prize not to. And we can work out something for the Caucasus stack. I think we'll try and make it work. Anyway, let's just do it. So all in here. There's also it's not. I was thinking we could take France. There is also to take France, but it's risky. I'm not gonna take that chance. Okay, that's probably all we're gonna do for the US move. Let's go. Why do bombardments never hit? They're terrible. Even 4s don't seem to hit. Okay, good. Nice, good take of Corelli. So my transports are now officially safe in Season 3, which is good. Let's pull back to... No, we can't do that. Let's go 1 here and then 2 here. So the fleet, make sure we're all locked up tight there. Let's do it. Okay, so the end of round 6, Allies 200, Axis 210. Makes sense, I suppose we did lose 2 fighters over here. Hopefully this is about to change with this attack here. I'm going to run the